Are you tired of the rat race in America? Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stretch the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand, or 10,000 Kenyan shillings, or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com. So a Michigan State representative by the name of Cynthia Johnson had received some white supremacist voicemails, sound like from a Karen, threatening her life. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
I am concerned, but not paralyzed.
A 3-minute voicemail rant laced with death threats and inflammatory racism.
We just killed every maybe be a good world. Anyway.
Threatening to kill me, to have me shot, to kill my children.
And I'm not a violent person, but I think I could slit your throat in a minute.
State Representative Cynthia Johnson from Detroit got the message Tuesday in her car.
With that one, I literally had to pull over to the side because it was so shocking.
Now an FBI and state police investigation to figure out who's behind this.
I wouldn't even think that I wouldn't even know how to tell a person those nasty things that they said.
One of several death threats, 8,000 scathing messages Johnson received after sitting on the House Oversight Committee last December regarding election fraud. After those threats, specifically a voicemail about being lynched, she posted this video thanking supporters. It didn't get much attention until the end.
This is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. We ain't playing with you.
It's that part that culminated in the state rep being stripped of her committee duties. Wednesday, she tells Fox 2 we should be able to disagree without taking it to the level of threats.
I want the world to know that this little black woman over here is going to continue to fight for the people, period.
Now, that sister, she made a response, to the Trumpers at the time period. I didn't take nothing what she said as a threat personally, but, even though she's being, victimized and she just responds to it, and now they had at the time wanted to remove her from her committee assignments. But, to the people, the white supremacists that feel the same way as this Karen that left this voicemail message, you don't really have to endure black people. You really don't have to. One thing that you can do is go back to your homeland, because you're not indigenous to America. Go back to Europe. Go to a place where it's, 95 to 99%, your people, and you don't have to deal with black folk. You don't. It's just that simple. Black folks are fine where they were at. You were fine where you were at too, but you couldn't come over here. You couldn't do it on your own. The first colony you made, it failed to the point that y'all cannibalizing each other within the first year. You had to bring over black folks to work this country because you couldn't do it. So don't get mad about black folks being here now. And then the sick part about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we live in these people's head. Like, we ain't thinking about them. I told people this many times before, for white supremacists, like, all you want to do is talk about white supremacy this, white supremacy. I say, yes, because you bother us. They say the moment you stop, leave us alone, You know, like if you treat us like, well, can't say, well, yeah, for the most part, you treat us like the Asians, because you only started messing with them about a year ago. But if you just treat us like the Asians, you don't bother with Asians, you leave them alone. That's why they do what they do, because you leave them alone, right? If you leave us alone, we wouldn't talk about you. We wouldn't have a word to say. But every time you look up, you giving us news and content to talk about, because you can't help your evil. It's just that simple. I know it's in the nature of the white supremacists to do what they're doing. Black folks, you know, they can't stand to see black folks in government. They definitely can't stand to see black folks in law enforcement. They don't want you to be business owners. They don't want you to have nothing. If it was up to them, you'd be destitute and poor, because that's how they feel empowered over you when you don't have anything. And they want you begging. That's why I don't want my people begging. I want my people to have things and be highly successful. And when you pass by them, look, whatever, and walk right by them. But threatening this sister, I mean, what that's going to do? But probably get you arrested and get you in trouble. Because, you know, I mean, when they in a government like that, they're not going to, they got particular resources that the average black person don't have. But, you know, this sister is just dealing with the reality. That's why I tell black politicians, fight for your people. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what that DNC tell you. You're black in America, and you're a target, period. Every day you're a target. So fight like hell for the betterment of your people, especially in Michigan. Well, leave me a comment, anything about the situation with our sister here being threatened by this white supremacist Karen. I mean, like I said, it's typical of what Karen do to black folks, but I just shake my head. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.